It goes up, it goes down, and we're always around. It's another episode of the Crypto Stoners with Stoner Morning Show.
Yep, here we are again, still admitting that we don't know what we're doing and trying. You know what I figured out? It's that when we're doing these, we shouldn't tell people like, oh, we're going to try to figure it out and you can follow along and you can figure it out with us. We should challenge somebody else to be like, we don't think you are good enough to teach us how to be good at it. You know what I mean? Like we need to challenge somebody who's good. It's just like, you can't teach us how to do it. Like dare them. That's what we need to be doing.
I dare someone.
Right.
Who watching right now.
Quite a large amount of touches as well.
Who is like an expert out there?
You guys aren't live yet, right?
Yeah.
So again, you're wondering when the volatility may increase.
Sorry, hold on.
This I think is going to
be there's the reason for our disclaimer. We're stoners.
Oh yeah.
Up on time. And if we do, we're probably getting paid or getting weed.
Yeah. Well, if people are watching, we should also tell them that they should buy tickets to our Saturday show because there's going to be fun stuff there and there's going to be weed that you can buy. There's also going to be like stuff bigger than weed. There's like stuff there that you can't imagine is going to be there.
Like bags of weed?
Like beyond weed. Things like, beyond weed.
Like things you could smoke weed with.
Sure, that too. Yeah.
Things you could use to see other realms.
Yeah, that's a good right.
Like and glasses that you'd wear when you smoke weed.
Yeah, and we'll also say that everyone, this is just a parody show. So if things are legal in your state, then that's great. If they're not legal, this is all just for kicks. We don't mean anything. Oh, but I did. Okay. I'm having a White Claw, and I think White Claw is the Bitcoin of hard seltzers.
Go on.
It's just, I mean,
you're not going to get an argument from me, but I just want to hear.
I don't know if it's the original. It's definitely the one that put hard seltzers on the map. Maybe there was one that came out before it, but White Claw, I feel like, is the like Coca-Cola of hard seltzers. But anyway,
it's leading. It's leading the industry.
Yeah, like nobody. Come on, why are you mad if there's White Claw at a party? You know what I mean?
Now, I don't know. I haven't had this taste in my mouth of the White Claw. Can you tell me, is it worth it? Is it worth the hype?
It's just like a flavored seltzer, but there's alcohol in it. That's it. It just tastes like a flavored seltzer.
I've had flavored seltzer where there's overly sweet. Or like they're almost bitter, like a what is it? Because like I said, I haven't tasted it. Is it like a hint of sweetness? Is that what it is? Like a hint of lemon and then alcohol?
It's just how you know how beer is refreshing sometimes.
Yes.
But sometimes beer just like tastes like shit.
Yeah.
But you still drink it.
Yeah.
Well, there's hard seltzers don't taste bad.
Oh, well, it doesn't have no downside.
Yeah.
No downside. All right.
I get heartburn. Just saying.
Someone else just told me that tonight. My buddy Yang just told me that tonight.
Nice.
Well, what do you guys think? You brought up the coin, Shawn. What do you think? Can I ask you guys? Well, I know this answer for Jay, but I haven't talked to Shawn. Do you do research on cryptocurrency, Shawn, or are you just riding the wave? You just invested. You're not a trader. You're an investor, and you just ride the wave. Or what happened?
Well, I mean, I went into it intending to investigate some things. I did a little bit. I have like a varied portfolio a little bit, but I haven't moved anything around at all.
Yeah.
Or done anything in like 2 months maybe.
It was May I think 19th when it crashed, right? When the last downward thing. And it's amazing how we even we're talking about doing a show.
Yeah.
With cryptocurrency. We're consistently regular. I'm not judging us. This is just a proof of how the market works.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that we wanted to do this show and we're doing it. You guys are more consistent than I am, but we have been less consistent with this show than anything that we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows how interesting that whoever the powers that be who manipulate the market do exactly that, which is suck the interest out of these investments and make us just like, well, it's not growing like a crazy thing anymore. I don't need to pay attention to it, or I'm just not interested. And people like you guys are at least smart enough to keep your money in and maybe even put more money in. Like now's a chance. If it went down by half and you put in, say, $100, right? And it dropped down to 50. Now's a good time to put in another $100. And now your investment would actually be more like at $75, right? Mm-hmm. I think that's the math. And so now by the time it gets back to even, you're actually up by 25%, right? But nobody does that. Everybody gets scared. Everybody gets disinterested. I find it amazing when we know that we want to buy low. What?
I don't think that's accurate that everybody is scared.
No, you're right. But you know what you could do? Here's a tool. If you didn't know, you could type in fear and greed index online. And they have it for the stock market and they have it for cryptocurrency as well. And you can see it's either you're in fear or you're greedy. And that's it. Well, I mean, on that chart, because that's what they're charting.
So,
but would
I be considered greedy by leaving my money?
I would say we all have been, because we all did the same thing, which is when we were all advised, like I told you guys, and I did it myself last time I was in it, which was you take your money and you put in, and once it doubles, you take out half of it, so you don't have your money in.
Oh, right.
But nobody did, right?
No,
I didn't do it. I didn't do it the first time. You guys didn't do it when it doubled. That's greedy.
Yep.
Shit. All right. Well, next time it doubles, I'll do that.
Yeah. Well, and then now, and here's the other: when when it halves, you double down.
Yeah.
And you're not just greedy. Now you're fearful because you're like, how far will it go? Well, you were willing to put it in at when it was at $40,000, but now it's at $30,000, and you're scared. That's fear. And I get it, dude.
I just have less money now.
Exactly, because you already put this money because your money's dropped. I know, but that's it. But it's so, and I can't do it. I'm like, part of me is done with cryptocurrency, but I'm still fascinated with the market. Like I don't know,
Well, Jason's been doing a lot of research.
Yeah.
Jason, what have you learned? You've been on the Ethereum network. I've never.
I have.
Yeah.
It being on the Ethereum network is like experiencing dial-up again for the first time. It's kind of like, well,
it's like a new paradigm.
The wallet that I'm using. What's that?
It's like a paradigm shift for you. It's like something. Yeah.
It got me excited because I was like, wow, I'm experiencing something new again. Like This is like the infancy stages of like, cryptocurrency marketplaces and everything like that. So I was just, it got me a little excited. And then I started researching like NFTs and everything like that. I wound up posting some NFTs. So if you go onto OpenSea, you'll be able to check them out and buy them. Please.
How do they find them on OpenSea? What do they do? What do they search for? Or can
you can search for the Crypto Stoners.
Yeah.
You can search for my name, Jason Cunnius, Cunnius.
Yeah.
Or you can just open up and look and browse through the listings, which
and this is directly
down at the bottom because I think they list like as far as like popularity too. So, yeah. But experiencing Ethereum, the wallet that I'm using, MetaMask, is a little yoinky on the phone. So I had to keep restarting it and everything like that. But I kind of got through it because I worked my way through it because I wanted to learn something, and I learned.
What do you learn? Oh, you just learned. Period. You just said blanket learning. Okay, no, that's fine. All right, I just didn't know you said it.
Well, no, he said that Jason had some good ideas of like he wanted to get us psyched up about an idea he had of recording an episode of this and selling it as an NFT.
Yes. I'm all about this. In fact, I mean, we didn't say it. I don't know if it's wrong to put it online, but I'll tell you, like I've been going on Decentraland, and I texted you, Shawn, and I mean the guys, but we haven't talked about it. Is it worth talking on air about what I want to do?
Yeah.
I want us Decentraland is the virtual reality world where you can. It's kind of like in between Minecraft and where you could build stuff, and then this virtual reality world where you can walk around and interact, play games, and buy shit. And it's virtual reality, and you could literally buy property in. You could buy property as an NFT, so you own a plot of land, which would be the equivalent of, by perspective, 16 meters by 16 meters. And I want to do like a club, or I want to do a comedy club, or I want to do like a podcast. We could walk in. You walk into the space, and you could buy our episodes as NFTs, or like you could also create wearable. Like Stoner Morning Show, all the swag that we have in the real world, you can make in that world as NFTs, and people could walk around wearing Stoner Morning Show shirts in virtual reality. You know?
Yeah, let's do it. It sounds fun.
I had another question, Lex. With Decentraland, when you buy property, does that property appreciate with your popularity or something like that, or you know?
It could based off of what you do with it. Right now, property is based off of just like in real life location, right? So whenever you join Decentraland, you get spawned in like this Genesis area, right? And it seems right now the closest to that Genesis area is worth the most. And then as you go away, it gets less and less expensive. But you can also get closer, like the casino. They actually have a real casino where you can make real money in the virtual reality world. And I'm not advising gambling, but fuck, I love it. And so you can if your store is closer to the casino, it'll be that. There's only a handful of things right now. Not a handful. There's a decent amount, but honestly, I've been walking around it, and it's not super exciting. But the movie ready.
It's like the Hello Deli right next to the Ed Sullivan Theater.
Exactly.
Everybody wanted to get a sandwich from the Hello Deli.
Yeah, and it's just the other thing is I don't know who's doing it. They're gonna have a live concert at the end of this month. Who knows how exactly that's gonna work?
Oh yeah.
But they're gonna have an actual comedy. A music festival at the end of the month on Decentraland. So if you're interested in virtual reality, I just think I've seen Ready Player One, and I think that's what it's like. And this is the company that's leading it. So that's why I like that.
Is there a red light district, and can we buy property in the red light district?
We could make it the red light district.
Right.
Dude, you know what? If nobody has that name and we actually buy a plot, that would be probably a great name for it, red light district. And because people will search that just as a laugh. And then you go, and then we get to say we punked you. We're comedians.
Or we put in binary
horse
ladies or
virtual reality horse.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have guy horse.
Sex workers.
Well, they're I don't think it's degrading because they are virtual reality. Not to reference the real world, I wouldn't degrade that, but virtual reality. They are less than human.
I'm inclusive in any reality.
All right. Well, that's on
What?
the table. We have to figure out how to do that.
Oh, we also need to I think buy a domain name or switch our domain names into like an Ethereum domain. I can't say that fucking word. Domain name.
Yeah.
Wait.
On the Ethereum network.
Then we'd be able to receive money over our websites.
Wait.
Yep.
We have to buy a domain name on the Ethereum network?
If we created a domain name on the Ethereum network, somebody could send it to stonermorningshow.ethereum and like it'll be a wallet. They'll have websites on these blockchain networks that will allow your website to be like receive money as a wallet.
Yeah.
And it'll be, instead of having some weird crazy code, I don't know if you guys, because you guys saw Coinbase, but Jay's on MetaMask. Have you've seen your wallet, right? How they look, the number and code?
Yep.
Yeah.
It just comes up as this jumbly number, but that's only a second. I've been reading about the keys and everything, and how like you can't give out your first key because that's your key for identifying everything. But when you like, say you sign contracts and everything like that, they use a secondary key, which when you sign a contract and someone opens it up and signs it too, then it's stamped like that with their secondary key so that they can pass it on and open it up and all shit like that.
I'm going to have to watch the rebroadcast. I didn't understand any of that.
He's trying.
Shawn,
dude, this is hard. This is like next level shit.
Shawn, when you get a chance, download MetaMask.
Yeah.
And just fool around with it.
I think I have it on my Chromebook already. I think I actually got an OpenSea account before we even got Coinbase account.
Did this?
Yeah.
The
other network
that's all Ethereum. So Ethereum is basically
the other network
like
that
Google.
I would say one of the things that I have to do more research on, because now I'm learning about all these altcoins like Jay is, and learning what these companies are bringing to the market. And that's why it's all of it is all speculative. Sure. Nobody knows exactly what this is worth. And it's weird because how the internet has worked so far is it's a winner take all kind of thing. Right?
So what altcoins have you been looking at?
For mine, I'll give you my list, and there's also ones that you can't buy like I haven't been able to buy because I'm not on a different exchange.
Right.
But I'm most invested in Cardano, and that's also based all on hype, which is so stupid of me. But the way they talk about it, I'm kind of like the sunken cost fallacy, but it is moving. It's actually also held up compared to everything else, right?
I think I have like $40 of that.
It didn't drop as dramatically.
Yeah.
What?
I think I have like $40.
Oh, okay. The next thing that I'm heavily like so what's the percentage? So that's 40% of my altcoin investments are Cardano. 15% in Decentraland. I don't have any. Next is Aave. Aave, and you can look on it. It has its platform. It looks nice. But from my understanding, the reason why Aave has value and why I need to learn more about it. One, it's done pretty well, but for holding up, it is a platform where you can use your altcoin. I mean, you could use your cryptocurrency as a investment, as a collateral to take a loan out, because they know, and because they're betting same as you that the market is going up. You can borrow money from Aave, and they'll let you take it out as a loan, which means that it won't be taxed. A loan comes out tax-free, and then it pays itself off as the money comes back because it increases in value. And so that's something to look into, because obviously if you're paying capital gains taxes on this cryptocurrency, that's like 30%, over 30%, and should be. But if there are loopholes in place, I am a loophole person. Next is my biggest failure of an investment is ICP, Internet Computer. I forgot what the P stands for, but I thought it was Insane Cloud Posse. I thought they made a bad investment. I made a bad investment.
I don't have
Chainlink.
Yep, I have some.
Yep.
And now, from my understanding, what Chainlink is not so much it is the company right now, the leading company that is connecting real world information, centralized platforms. They are the link and partnership, and they partnered up with the most companies to be able to connect when you need something that is from a centralized location, information, less private information. Chainlink will be the company that provides it to the blockchain network. And because they're the only ones, it seems, are leading the leaders of it, that's why I like Chainlink a lot. And that dropped a lot too, but it just got back to $20. And
hey, where did Jake go?
I'm here.
Okay.
And the shows that I watched, and not studying stuff because I'm not good at knowing exactly how to work the market, but just hearing how people talk about Chainlink, everybody's like they're holding on to it like it's Ether or Bitcoin because they're just waiting for a pop. I have Polygon Matic, Solana, and Anchor. The only reason why I have Anchor is because it was like it's the lowest coin that I own. It's like the most worthless of coins. So if it skyrockets the most, that's just a gamble. Yeah. Anchor is a gamble. Solana and Polygon are Ether, are like Cardano. They're supposed to be Ether replacements, better versions of Ether, but they're really early in the project.
How much do you have? How much do you have in Anchor? I'm just curious.
Because you said I have 3.5% of my portfolio.
No, how much dollars? I wonder how many dollars.
I'm telling you, I own 1,000. I own 1,000 anchors. I have 1,000 anchors. $65. 75. No, it's what is it? What would it really be? It would be like it's $70, somewhere around $70. I bought it when it was at like 8 cents, and I bought it again at 6 cents. Yeah. So right now I'm like kind of even on it.
A lot of my stuff is like $20 here, $20 here, like, and then I have a bunch of like $6 and $3 and $2 stuff because that's stuff I got for free, and I just kept it.
Well, I'll tell you. To me, I'm angry that I didn't do this. Like, use just this as a savings. Like, I'm going as to using cryptocurrency kind of like a savings account now, because you can put it on Aave or on these other things. You can put it and stake it, and you can get a percentage back. You can get a giant percentage back on it. So if you could put it into, even if you put it into a stable coin, you can get better interest than a bank.
Well, there's Jason's stuff. I think your portfolio and my portfolio are worth about the same.
Yeah.
I'm at $540 right now. Oh, you've got Dogecoin on there. I had to go to Robinhood for that. Oh, that was a waste. What's Barnbridge? I think
Barnbridge is awesome. Yo, I learned about it the other day on Coinbase, and they gave me like $3.
I have $3 of it.
And I was like, wow, this is still it went up from my $3 to like $6 or something like that. So I bought like 18 more bucks in it, and now I'm up to like $35. So I mean it's been staying at $35 for like the last like week and a half, I think.
Oh fuck.
So, I mean,
that must be why mine is $3, because I think I got it like 5 days ago or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things talking about altcoins that people haven't talked about, but like learning about the history of Bitcoin and the patterns of cryptocurrency over the last handful of years.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't know, this is from my understanding how it has worked, right? And it's interesting because we'll see the market develop especially as we're doing this planning. But Bitcoin started earlier than everybody else. Then these other companies came along using the technology, right? Mm-hmm. So Bitcoin naturally moved a certain way, and we had talked about it before based off of the halvening, right? About being able, how much coins are being mined, how worth it is for the miners to use energy to get these coins, right? And so it's made to only come out X amount of times available. It increases its in value. It slowly comes out less and less so that it can still maintain the hash rates and stuff like that. Look into it. It's interesting why. After they made Bitcoin, they made altcoins. But this is the thing that nobody talks about, and what I see is changing now is before you could only buy altcoins by buying Bitcoin first, and then moving it to an altcoin, right? You couldn't just directly buy an altcoin. Okay. And so you couldn't just go on and buy Ethereum. You'd have to buy Bitcoin first and then move it to Ethereum, right? Okay. So people would go, oh, all right, I'm going to take my Bitcoin and then I'm going to move, right? And I'm going to move half of what we do, move our profits over to here. And then, and then when it crashed, they would have to move it back to Bitcoin to cash out. Yeah, sure.
So are you saying that Bitcoin is less worth? Real
no.
worth? Oh.
No, what I'm saying is the market flow of how it used to work. If we're using this just to get money, I mean, we're also talking about, I now care about the cryptocurrency because of the technology that's being made, the advancements in a lot of ways, what can help the smaller man, right? But I'm also just, real facts is we want to make money too. And so there was a flow of money going into Bitcoin and then go from Bitcoin to altcoin and then altcoin back to Bitcoin and then back out to money, right? That's how it used to work before because that's the only way it works. Now you can go directly to altcoins. Okay. And my point is we're waiting for Bitcoin to move, and even though Bitcoin, when it drops and when it kicks, it changes the entire market, like you say about the seltzer water. But we're going to slowly see them decouple from each other. And they're going to be able to have altcoins. It won't be an altcoin season. It'll be each company will have its own kind of wave. It'll slowly become, not copacetic. It'll do its own thing,
which means that Bitcoin will be less relevant.
No, what'll actually happen, sorry, there's like police outside. It won't lose its value. It'll become like gold or the dollar where it becomes a stable coin because the price won't fluctuate as much.
All right.
Everybody will know its value. There won't be an argument of what the value is, especially when all the Bitcoins have been mined. What?
No, I said I see, yeah.
Yeah. But these other companies will still fluctuate based off of how good their company is, right? But it'll just be a less volatile market. And if you want to see what I mean by that with Bitcoin becoming a stable coin, if you want to Google logarithmic pattern.
All right. Well, I still think we need to talk shit about somebody to convince them to come on board and teach us what to do.
All right.
We need
Let's
to
call out. Should we call out a person's name?
Well, we just need to trick some Yoda out there, and or you know what I mean, like doubt that they have the ability to teach us what to do. I think that's what we need to do.
We should actually get one of these guys that are always like hitting me up, like on Instagram, being like, "Hey, if you want to invest, you know."
Yeah, we
maybe,
should.
Maybe I'll hit one of them guys up and see if they want to come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's good.
It's now. I know a kid we grew up with who does finances, and he's been on stuff for Bitcoin, but I know he does like. Can we call him out? Can I call him out right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
The real Marshall Wilkinson. You don't know shit about money,
right?
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know shit, man.
Wilkinson? Oh my God! Wow, that's a name from the past.
And you're you're incapable of teaching us anything.
Yeah, because we're idiots too, and we're even dumber than you.
Any knowledge you have, you're incapable of passing it on because you really don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's see, and then I'll send him that clip.
Good. Yeah. All right. Sweet. And also, Jason, let's find some Instagram scam artists and trick them coming on the Saturday show.
Saturday show or crypto show? Yeah,
either of them.
That's what's interesting too, and I don't know if this is boring to you. Sorry, but I just find it. Like I'm kind of just talking about what I've learned. It's interesting to see how the market is moving based off of social media too.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And even it's moving. That's why I think everybody's attracted to this space, is because it moves quicker than older finance, and it does feel like you're part of something, which is not how you feel when you're putting money into like the Dow Jones, right?
Yeah.
But there's there's a whole TikTok community of cryptocurrency people. And it moves the market because technology moves like this. It's fucking interesting. And that's one of the conversations is that everybody's waiting for Bitcoin to move. The altcoins actually might move quicker, especially because some of these prices are so.
That's what you were saying.
It seems like some of these companies are at their bottom. Like Chainlink won't go lower than a certain price. Solana. Cardano,
what's Cardano at right now?
$1.42. It spiked as low as $1.01, but it was sitting around it's been sitting around $1.29, $1.30 forever. Yeah.
Right. Well,
anyway.
We did it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. If people are actually watching the show, comment on if there's like coins that you guys like and we could look into it and do research on it. Like, I'm fascinated with doing the research. I'm tired of putting money into it, but I'm fascinated with learning what these companies are doing and what they're trying to do. Because it also teaches you how the companies who are working now are fucking you over. It's problems that they didn't have a solution for, so nobody talks about. But you're like, holy shit, these companies are like killing us.
Right. Yeah.
And just taking our money and making them. Yeah.
Let's circumvent the bank fees for wire transfers by just sending money overseas through blockchain technology instead.
Dude, when you were a kid,
just send your money to us.
Yeah.
When you were a kid and you found out how much it cost to call somebody long distance when you were a kid, and you found out that it did nothing, the company didn't do any extra work to charge you 1,000 times more than a normal call. How maddening is that? Or roaming fees when you had a cell phone.
Well, yeah.
And you're like, you didn't do anything extra, but you're charging me so much more. What the fuck?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
take the power back.
we're trying. Hopefully, your buddy can come on here and set us straight. And
All right.
Yeah, no,
So
sure.
somebody knows somebody to help us.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we did it. And there we go.